Hi there, I'm Hazel Fraser from the Training Folk, and I'm going to speak to you a little bit about DYW Moray. For those of you who don't know, DYW stands for Developing the Young Workforce, and it's about engaging local employers and the young people of Moray to help get them a bit of experience and hopefully give them a little bit of a leg up when it comes to getting a job or starting a career, and hopefully retaining them in Moray. So in DYW we do all sorts of things. We do sorts of little projects. Personally, I've been involved in quite a few over the last few years, and these have been really useful for myself to understand what young people expect, and also it gives me an opportunity to tell young people what employers expect. So it's a bit of a two-way street. Some of the projects that I've been involved in are sector days. My background's construction, so we have held a construction sector day. Young people interested in construction get to come along. They get to speak to various employers that have connections with construction, get to ask questions. There's usually sort of little activities for them to do, little workshops, and it's really good that they get that opportunity to see what it's about, because a lot of them aren't exposed to those sort of jobs. They maybe don't understand how many jobs there are, and what's available out there. Other things that I've been involved in are carrying out mock interviews for some high school kids, just to give them that little bit of experience. It's all very well sitting in school and being interviewed by your teacher or somebody else, from the teaching department, but to have external people, employers coming into the school and actually asking some hard questions really starts to make them think, I'm going to have to really look at this, and I need to up my game when it comes to applying for jobs. Other things, career fairs, all this kind of thing. And you can really do as little or as much as you want. There's never really any pressure. The team in Moray are very, very good, and Sarah and Amy are very good at asking you if you would like to help out. But as I say, there's absolutely no pressure for you to do that, or just to do what you can, what spare time you have, because I know everybody's really, really busy. Benefits of being involved in DYW are kind of, as I said, a two-way street. For the young people, it's really given them a little chance to see what happens in the working world, whether that be a mock interview, whether that be exploring different options for them. I mean, for example, when you hear the word construction, you automatically think of guys on building sites with hard hats and shovels and things, whereas there's a vast range of careers in construction, so it opens things up a little bit for them. For me, the benefits as an employer is, one, I get to see what's out there. I get a kind of understanding of what they're actually being taught at school and how that's applicable to the working world. But also as well, I get to network with other employers. And off the back of that, I've actually had work for my own company. So there is a plus side there. The networking's brilliant. As I said earlier, the DYW team in Moray are excellent. They're really good at getting people together and networking. It's a great opportunity to do that. When it comes down to recruiting young people, a lot of people look at exam results, qualifications. And through the DYW, I've realised that that's not really the way to do it. Personally, I feel that there's a lot of kids out there who have maybe been at school, they've maybe not done well academically, but they're maybe absolutely super smart. It's just that they've not managed to pass an exam, whether it's through nerves, confidence, things like that, or there's something else going on that they haven't been able to have the time to do the revision. And I think it's really unfair. To me, there are much more important skills than somebody saying, well, I managed to get an A in maths. personally, when I was at school, I did okay in my exams, but I always found it really, really hard to revise. And I know schools are doing things slightly differently now, but I would certainly be looking for someone who's enthusiastic, someone with a bit of get up and go about them, someone who's got a bit of initiative. So, for example, if I gave someone a job to do, I would expect them to go and do it, but when they finished it, that they'd maybe think, right, I could go and do this. They wouldn't necessarily wait for me to give them an instruction of what to do next. So I think that's really important. So that the enthusiasm thing for me is a big thing. Also, as well, being focused. I have noticed this, that I will go out to places, or I'll give talks or something like that, and it's keeping the young people interested, and making them understand that it's not maybe great that they're looking on Facebook or Instagram 24/7, that they need to pay attention. So I like somebody that's got a bit of a goal, then they know where they're wanting to go, and it might not be specific, but they're pretty focused on I want to get a job and I want to do this and I want to do that. That's pretty good. What was the last question here? Can I think of anything that I wish I'd known at school? Or wish I'd understood better at the age of 18? Oh, well, loads of stuff. When I was 18, I thought I knew everything. I was about to go to university, and first time away from home. So that was quite scary, being from this area and then all of a sudden moving to a big city. I think I thought I was really, really confident, but when it came down to it, the confidence was probably not as high as what I thought. I think there wasn't really much of that at school, confidence building or teaching you life skills like writing CVs, mock interviews, things like that. So I think that's a big improvement now that schools are doing that. I think that's great. When I was at school, there wasn't really that many options. It kind of was, you left school and you went to university or college, or you just went straight into the workforce. The apprenticeships back then were not like what they are now. And I've said to many people that if there was a modern apprenticeship scheme now, or the graduate apprenticeship scheme back then, I would have probably gone down that route rather than going to university. Not that there's anything wrong with university, I had a great time, but I think getting that on-the-job experience while you're learning at the same time, it makes it click. It makes it easier to learn stuff. So yeah, just that, understanding that, and maybe understanding life a little bit better as well, how to budget my money and things like that, and probably how to speak to adults and maybe ask questions a bit better. As I say, just a little bit more confidence. So that's kind of really things in a nutshell. The last thing I would like to say is that, if you are an employer out there and you're thinking about DYW, please get in touch with the team. There's no pressure. Come and chat with them. That doesn't mean to say that we will automatically sign you up, but it's worth exploring. It's a great thing for businesses to say that they're doing. I know that some businesses do tenders for work, and there's maybe a section on it that asks some questions like, what are you doing in your local community, things like that, and that's a great one to have. We really need to bring on the young workforce. We need to convince them that Murray's a great area and there's plenty of opportunity here for them. So hope that has been helpful. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.